Good God morning, everyone. If you are here, share it out. I got something I want to share with you today. I am Rosa J, doing it God's way each and every day. And I belong to a mastermind group. You know, Napoleon Hill says, join a mastermind group, a group of people who are doing what you desire to do. So my mastermind group is called Team Golden Roar. We've been together for about a year. In fact, a year last month. And in that process, I have learned how to increase the value of the fiat currency that we use every day. Hey, Bobby, how are you? Hey, Bruce, thank you for joining. Share this out. You know, we are in an age where the internet can teach and give you a lot of information in many different ways about whatever you want to learn about. So I was talking about my mastermind group. We actually hold a class called Gold and Bitcoin Boot Camp. Every 8 weeks, we start a new class. So our class is hey, John, thank you for joining. Share this out. Our class starts in January, the new class. However, in the meantime, every day I come on Facebook Live from my personal page to tell you some things or to share some of the things that I do to build my wealth. I no longer use a lot of fiat currency to do anything. I use Bitcoin. And a lot of people don't really know about Bitcoin, but in our class, we teach you or give you the basics of Bitcoin and what happens with your fiat currency. If you don't know, for right now, the US dollar outside of the United States is really worthless. A lot of countries are no longer accepting our dollar bills. And that's important to know because it's only valuable here in the United States. A lot of countries outside of the United States are using cryptocurrency as their main means of exchange for products. That's important to know also because a lot of us travel. So if you don't use their currency wherever you're going, you can't really do anything with it. And a lot of times you cannot exchange in that country. You have to exchange before you leave the airport into the currency that you're going to be using in that country. A girlfriend of mine went to Paris recently and she said she was in the market square buying some things and she had run out of Parisian currency. And when she offered the merchants the dollars that she had in her pocket, he said they were not any good. And there, he was not accepting dollars. You either had to have some other means of funds. That was kind of shocking to her. She now is in our class learning how to use cryptocurrency and save in gold. But I wanted to share and if they'll allow me to, because now I realize that Facebook allows you to share your screen. So we're going to try this out. We're about to look at the evolution of money, I think. So let me see if I can do this. And if I can't do it, hey, Taria, if I cannot do this, please look for the evolution of money. And I don't think they're going to allow me to do this because I don't see the link now. But let's see if we can hear it. How about that? Maybe they'll allow us to hear it.
Have you ever thought about how strange money is? Small pieces of metal or passed from person to person, traded for food or clothes or robotic vacuums. Today, we don't even do anything physical at all. As technology has improved, money has become a stream of ones and zeros, endlessly circling the earth. How did this happen? Let's find out as we discover the evolution of money. Thousands of years ago, before money existed, humans relied on a system of barter. If you were a farmer, leftover crops could be traded for clothes from the tailor or beer from the brewer. In ancient China, instead of breaking their backs carrying hundreds of items around with them, people began to carry small tokens that represented the items they wanted to trade. Eventually, these tokens were replaced with abstract circles that could represent any item. According to writings from the time, early Roman soldiers were paid in salt, which is where we get the word salary. The first coins we'd recognise today were issued in Lydia, now called Turkey, in about 600 BC. They were made of electrum, a naturally occurring alloy of gold and silver, and made King Croesus extremely wealthy. Today, people still use the phrase rich as Croesus. Paper money was first developed by the Chinese in around 700 AD, just after they invented woodblock printing. They called it flying cash, as it had a tendency to be carried away by the wind. When Marco Polo visited China in the 1200s, he brought the idea of paper money back to Europe with him, where, at the time, the florin had become an international coin accepted all across the continent. When the British Empire colonised America, the government restricted the colonists from minting currency, so they wouldn't be able to declare independence. We now know that this was a flawless plan. Unperturbed, the colonists gathered any foreign currency they could get their hands on to use instead. Particularly popular was the large silver Spanish dollar, which was known as a piece of 8 because it was worth 8 reals. As it was made of silver, a soft metal, when someone needed change, you could literally cut it into pieces. Paper money wouldn't see widespread adoption in the West until the mid-1600s, when banks started issuing notes that promised to pay the bearer on demand a sum of gold. Merchants found it much simpler to just trade the notes with each other, rather than lugging around large amounts of unwieldy metal. During the American Civil War, both sides issued huge amounts of government-backed paper currency to fund the war, as there wasn't enough gold. Union currency became known as greenbacks, thanks to the green ink printed on the reverse side. It's a colour we still associate with money today. In 1946, the world's first charge card, creatively named the Charge It, was introduced. It was limited compared to modern credit cards, but proved such a useful idea it would lead to the Bank Americard, now known as Visa, and MasterCard. Money finally entered the digital age in the 1980s with the introduction of automatic teller machines, or cash machines to me and you, personal identification numbers, and debit cards. As people began surfing the World Wide Web, electronic money services emerged, giving customers an alternative to traditional banks. In more recent times, a new phenomenon has evolved: cryptocurrency. You may know it better as Bitcoin. The type of currency is decentralized, meaning it is stored across the entire internet and is owned by no one. So, it seems we've come a long way from trading goats for wood. While they once dominated, banks are becoming increasingly less important to our daily finances. We started with a cashless society, and with the rise of chip and PIN and contactless payment, cash is on the decline. What does the future hold? Will we cease trading in physical money and go completely digital? Or will we come up with an even stranger way of buying the things we want?
And that is a great question to ask. Will our money become different? Will we no longer use cash? Will we all become cryptocurrency wise? And there are some benefits to being in the crypto world. It doesn't cost money to transfer. It doesn't cost much to transfer any amounts of money to another person in cryptocurrency. It's easy peasy. Another thing that's great about cryptocurrency is that if it's stored in a proper wallet, it can expand. It also gives you an opportunity to grow your wealth in investing in the making or mining of cryptocurrency. It is so much easier for me to pull out my little card as far as paying for dinner or paying for gas and electric bills, paying my bills by using this card. It's called a Shift card. This is my cryptocurrency card. It is easier for me to carry in my wallet cards that allow, whether it's an ATM card or a BTM card. They all mean the same thing as far as digital money goes. We've been doing digital money, like the brother said on the video, since like around, I guess, 1990 something, when ATM machines came into play. And how many of us were really saying, what is that ATM? What is Visa connected to your bank account? Well, a BTM does the same thing. It is easier to see and more financially beneficial to use cryptocurrency in today's society, excuse me. It just is. And if you don't really know anything about it, then fill out the application and I will take you through the process through coaching that to become enrolled in the class. And it starts in January. I am so grateful for this class and for the invention of this class because I have learned so much. Good morning to everyone. Barry, how are you? How's your brother? Clarissa, who is a coach in the class also. I just want people to learn. You don't have to learn how to use their fiat currency, which is worthless in today's society. Yes, we can exchange it, but the value of $1 is about 3 cents per $1 bill. And the value of storing your cash in a savings account in a bank is really not beneficial. If you put $25 in that account and leave it for 2 years, will you have any money there? I put $50 into my cryptocurrency back in 2015. And when I opened my wallet, blockchain wallet, that $50 had expanded to $285. And that's a savings account. I call bank savings accounts deficit accounts. Because if you sit it there, it will not expand. See, I want my money to expand. And I know you do. I want it to become more. And then on top of it, I learned how to exchange this fiat currency that we call dollars for gold in an easy way. And if you don't know the history of gold, it's been around over 6,000 years. They even have in antique stores, you may find a copper handheld bowl that people used to carry their gold around with them and exchange it for goods and services. Now you don't have to do that. And where I get my gold from, let me see if I can find we have gold MasterCards. I apologize. Oh, it's right in front of my face. So my gold comes in this. Can you see that? It comes in this. It's right in the center. It also comes in a Visa card if I want to use it, but I don't. I save my gold. On the back of the gold, it gives you certification. I'm going to show you that. A warrant of certification, where they give you the number of the gold, where it was mined, and the weight. It also gives you a hologram, so you'll know that it is certified. So my gold is stored in the company's vault, and they don't charge me like banks do. And in 1971, an ounce of gold was, you could buy an ounce of gold for $41, exchange $41, because you can't buy money. So you exchange fiat currency, which at that time was $41. Today, it is, an ounce is about anywhere from $1,900 to $2,000 an ounce. In 5 years, that same ounce of gold will be valued at $56,000 to $60,000. That 1 ounce of gold that I have in 5 years, 2022, will be worth 56. I think it might be more now. So the last time I checked, it was $67,000. It behooves me to tell you this so that you can build some substantial wealth for you and your family, your generations to come. Can you imagine how many ounces of gold you could save in 5 years? At least 10, if you do it the way we show you in the class. It is so easy. It is not difficult. Hey, ladies, share this out. Know the real secrets of gold, of money that we use, and then learn to manage your money in a beneficial way. So I am Rosa J, doing it God's way each and every day. And if you want to know more, I will be in my Zoom room at 11 o'clock. I should put that in the link, but I will put it in the comments. Let me see if I can pull it up so I can put it in the comments. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about, join us in the Zoom chat room. I'm going to put that up there in just a minute. As soon as I find it, right? I forgot to invite you. I should have invited you in the beginning, right? To come into the room and see and ask me questions. Because my room will be open at 11 o'clock. And I'll be sitting there waiting for you. If I can find the link, right? Of course, now I can't find the link. But I will. Rosa Saves Gold. That's not the one. Here it is. So I'm going to put it in the comments. So if you want to, just click that link at 11 o'clock and we can have a conversation. Let me see. You know, sometimes the thing doesn't work exactly the way you want. But, like I said, come on to the room. The link in the comment. I put it in the comment. So just copy that link, put it in your browser, and join me on Zoom, and we can have some more conversation. I am Rosa J, doing it God's way, each and every day. It is my purpose and intention to show you how. See you tomorrow, or see you in the chat room. Be blessed.